On F&F Q&A 35, we've got a learning experience. We're going to be talking about making house calls, what do we do when stylists call in sick, and taking photos in the salon. Check it out. Ask away, it's F&F Q&A. Hey everybody, it's Benjamin J. Welcome to Form and Function Q&A. I am thrilled with what went on this past week. We had such a great experience with one of our videos that went super viral. Our haircut of Alyssa by Christian Awesome. It was pretty crazy to watch. We just put it up on last Monday afternoon, and before we knew it, it just kept getting shared and shared, and we tried to thank as many people as possible that shared that video, but it got up to somewhere around 800 shares, and I think last I checked was at like 130,000 views and reached somewhere around 250,000 people. And we just can't thank you guys enough for sharing it. We're so happy that you loved it. We have a ton of new fans that are now seeing a lot of our new stuff because we picked up nearly 500 or 600 new likes to our Facebook page. So this show's purpose, just because now we have so many new viewers, this show's purpose is to take our experience in growing and building a successful salon and share it with you. Everybody has challenges along the way, and we have gone through many of them to get to where we are today, and so we just want to share our experience with you. And so we have people submit their questions either just by commenting on our posts or photos, or they can always email it in to classes@ffsaloneducation.com, but we always keep the questions anonymous so that everybody can just use it as a learning experience. So, speaking of learning experiences, there was something that I saw online this week that I wanted to share with everybody, not to call out the person, but I think that there's something that we can all learn from the experience of this photo. So here it is, and the reason that I wanted to share this with everyone is I know that as stylists we sometimes can become headstrong and think that we do it best, and so because of that we want to take it upon ourselves to do our own work, which I know that we have the knowledge, but it's the exact opposite of what we would tell our guests in the salon to do. And so in this image, this young lady doing her own balayage, I think that it would be a much more professional manner to be having somebody else do it. And if nobody else on the salon team has the talent to do it as well as this person, or as well as you do if you're doing this yourself, that's an opportunity for you to step up as a leader and share that technique and share your skill with them in order to make the whole team better. The second thing is, when we do find ourselves in a position where we do want to do something on ourselves, maybe it's a little blow dry, maybe we just want to trim our bangs or something like that, don't do it when there are other clients in the salon. Like if you look at the back of the photo, there are people still sitting there getting services done. That's got to be like core professionnism, right? Don't be doing a service for yourself while there's a guest sitting there getting a service done. It just doesn't look right. And finally, in terms of a branding and social media perspective, don't share a photo like this where it's so dirty. Like there's lightener everywhere. The tools are a mess. And it doesn't do anything to help build the image of you being a professional or having fun at work or any of that. It just looks like everything has gone off the rails. And so I just want to share it with everybody because I think that there's a lot to learn. I'm not saying that our hair is not going to turn out looking nice. It may. Just in terms of a branding and a professionalism, I think that we can all do better. So with that, let's get into this week's questions.
I have recently moved salons and have had a client text me to ask me if I would do a house call for her, her kids, and her husband. She's hoping to save money on her services. How should I respond? I don't even know what to say to her.
This is a great question, and I think that it will continue to come up as communication continues to become more and more open. Right? Through text messages, social media, whatever the case may be, you have more guests being able to directly reach their stylists more often and more easily today. The root of this, though, comes from being able to, while there is an increase in communication, we have to understand the boundaries that we want to set with our guests. And I know that we've talked about it on the show before, but as a professional, we want to be able to have the relationship that we want with our guests and be able to respect ourselves as a professional and treat them like a paying customer that they are. But that doesn't mean that customer service is always you going out of your way and breaking who you are as a professional in order to provide that service. For this, I would say that you should be sticking to your guns. Having recently joined a new salon, the last thing that you want to do is now be pulling those services out of the salon. Right? Discounts do nothing but discredit you as a professional. That's my belief. And because of that, I would not make any sort of offer or incentive to lower your price for a guest in this service, especially if you're going to end up going out of your way in order to do it. My response to her would be that while you would love to be able to help, you keep your salon services in the salon, and that is your primary workspace, and you don't do anything outside of that. And hopefully she understands that. And I get that they're in a situation where maybe they're trying to save a little bit of money, but your situation of being a professional and wanting to grow as a stylist in your career, that has to be respected as well. And so keep your salon services in the salon, and you'll move forward and continue to grow.
This stylist says, I've been taking photos of my work and posting them to my personal social media pages, and I tag the salon in them. I'm no longer allowed to use my phone to take photos and must only use the salon camera and let my boss's husband edit them. What do? I feel like I'm no longer able to promote myself.
All right, so this is a great question, and to be honest, I'm very happy that you are taking your own self-promotion in your own hands, because a lot of times people don't do that. I also like seeing that your owners are taking pride in the content that they want the salon to be putting out. However, I don't understand why these are two exclusive concepts. Here at our salon, we've got many cameras. I don't know how many cameras we have, but there's a lot of cameras and lights and all sorts of gear so that people can do stuff. But you know what? Sometimes the best camera is the one that you got. And so in that case, if you've got your phone and the iPhones take amazing photos, we surprisingly still do a lot of our photos with the iPhone, believe it or not. And so I guess I understand where your owners are coming from, that they're trying to put out high quality content, but I don't think that the two have to be mutually exclusive. And maybe you can share this video with them, that by allowing our team to produce their own stuff, it's an extension of their creative or their artistic concepts, right? They did the work, they want to photograph it in a certain way. If they want help with it, by all means, yes. Or if the salon wants to do something where this is the look or the image that we're doing for the website or the photo shoot, yeah, shoot it and edit it, and have the owners do that. But I don't think that these two things have to be mutually exclusive. I think that you should be able to take your own photos. I do think that the salon should be able to put out content alongside of it or together. So what do? I would continue to share why you want to be posting your own work. Talk about the speed in which you're able to do it. Show the quality that you are putting out good stuff. If it bothers you so much, I hate to say it, but if it bothers you to the point where you're really bogged down by it, then maybe you need to find another place if they can't see what's right. But that to me would be a last ditch effort. If they help with content and you continue to grow, then maybe it's a win-win. But again, I don't think that the two ideas are mutually exclusive, and you should be able to promote yourself. They do. I guess that's
tied into a certain photo only because it's not an image that they would have chose. They're like,
right. That's a challenge, especially in this question, is not having enough context to it. Right. I don't know the images. Maybe the images aren't good, and that's why the salon wants more.
We need to take a hold of this because the image images that are going out are not promoting us well.
Right. Maybe, maybe the salon looks like it looked in that first photo that we talked about, where, I don't know, the salon's dirty or things are out of whack. But
in that case, I think it could be a good thing.
Yeah.
You can be like, these are the kind of images we're looking for.
Well, I think that that's where the owners could be setting a tone. But I think that if you provide like a style guide where like this is what we're going for, here's key areas to look at or look for, that's a way to do it. But I don't know that they should be taking over all of the editing and not letting her take her own photos at all.
It might even be like a temporary thing too, like this is the kind of content we want to put
For
out.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be.
Give it back. This owner asks, if one of your stylists calls in sick, do you try and reschedule her regular guest with the same stylist, or do you suggest another stylist they can see?
Certainly this is something that can happen, right? Everybody ends up having a sick day every once in a while. Not me though. Never gotten sick. It's actually a fairly simple answer to this question, and that is it all comes down to the guest. The guest has made the service. One of the challenges as a stylist is any day that we're out sick, we are not ever able to make up that loss of time, right? You only have two hands. You only have X amount of hours in a day. And so if you're fully booked and you end up needing to call off, and then that guest, like, what are you going to do? Where are you going to put them? And so it's up to the guest's discretion what they want. We just had the situation on Friday. One of our stylists, she was out for surgery. She was supposed to come back Friday, wasn't quite feeling up to it. So we had to take her guest list for the day and call and ask them what they wanted to do. Did they want to wait to see that stylist next week, or did they want to see another stylist that day? And the answer was not the same for everybody. Some people chose to come in at the same day, same time, just see another stylist because that was the time that they needed. Some people really wanted to see their stylist, and so they waited, and they'll see her this week. So there really isn't a one single answer for this, but just ask the guests what they would like to do and let them choose. That was F&F Q&A 35. One of the other great things that happened this past week was that we sold out all of the hands-on tickets for our design workshop. There are still demo tickets available if you want to just come and see the look and learn that morning. January 24th at 10 o'clock here in Chicago. Our next hands-on class is going to be email. It's going to be a look at the men's market, men's business, as well as then doing some clipper work, tapers, fades, scissor over comb, all sorts of stuff. We started with 15 spots for that class, and we're down to 11 already. And so that's going to be March 6th here in Chicago as well. So thank you so much for watching this video, checking us out. All of our new fans, welcome to the Form and Function community. We're glad you're here. And until next time, you keep asking questions, and I'll keep answering them. Thanks.